Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jameis going to look to throw right away. This to Graham on the short pass. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
They go play action. Winston. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pocket.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10, and he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Jameis to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, that won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On 3rd down, Winston. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. How about this? 4th and he throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. And they'll try to run with Swift. And he is in to make it 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
Taken at the goal line. Breaks through the contact. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. To throw is Winston. Dumps it complete to Miller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Saints.
To throw, Winston. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. He gets it complete to A.T. Perry. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Saints.
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Grant Calcaterra, 39 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
That's caught, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. There he goes, right side. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Saints. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Saints are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Following the interception, Winston. Quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Winston. Into the hands of Perry, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Winston. He gets this one complete to Bowden. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense...
Touchdown! A.T. Perry, 27 yards. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. The big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down. 18 yards to go. Winston now. That going to be caught downfield by Miller. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 46 yards after the big play. A chance to finish now on 1st and goal. From the gun, Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara from 3 yards out. And the Saints are back within a score. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Groupie able to add the PAT, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Scott on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
63.
They go play action with Hurts. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That is incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown! Philadelphia! Dallas Goddard, 60 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Hurts will throw. Buying time to his left. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now a second down throw for Winston. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Third and 4. Here's Winston. That is caught. Room to maneuver at the 35. Down the left sideline. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Dennis Allen going to go for 2 here. He's leaving his offense out on the field. Winston to throw for it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. Taking it about the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 44.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. He'll start with a give to Kamara. Oh, he bowls over it. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play there on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown. Kendre Miller. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
A point after, good by Groupie. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. They begin with a run by Miller. Tackle by Avonte Maddox.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
2nd down, Winston. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown, Saints. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints are able to stretch out their lead. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone. But today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They are big, they're strong, but they're extremely athletic. And they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
Groupie able to add the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Forced out to his left. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Dancing to his left. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Now Jameis on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On third down, Miller. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Winston now to throw on first down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime we have a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. It's complete, and he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And a short pickup to about the 25.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Jameis to throw it. It's caught. It's Miller. Accelerating, and off he goes. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
On second down, here's Miller. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Jameis now on first down. Dumps it complete to Miller. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for third down. Now Winston. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 10. First down, New Orleans.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. They'll come up now. This is second and long. Winston to throw. Juwan Johnson, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Now Winston. And this is caught. And it's a three-point game. So that effort gives him a three-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he powers his way up past the 30. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
it's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
This one out quickly to Watkins. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
At the 25-yard line.
Get it together.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Hurts going to keep it running right. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the 4th quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a 1st down.
Yeah, trailing this stage of the 4th quarter. Picked up the 1st, stopped the clock too.
Yeah, sometimes there's some guts in play calling when you go against the grain because you know you could easily be criticized if it doesn't work out.
They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
Here now, 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Doesn't quite make it down at the 1-yard line. As close as he could possibly get, but still, what a return. And partner, not only is he kicking himself right now, he's going to petition the league for 99-yard fields. That's almost not fair to get it that far and not get into the end zone. Nevertheless, a great return.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's across for a touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This ball intercepted. Lonnie Johnson